Hey guys, welcome to MyAirbags.com. I'm Eli, and today I'm going to show you how to remove the SRS Airbag Control Module on this Chevy Blazer. Now stick around towards the end of the video and I can show you exactly how you can save hundreds on the module and the seatbelts. Now we are working with the airbag system, so the battery has to be disconnected. Before we do that, these seats are powered. Let's move them all the way back so we have enough working room. Anytime we work with the airbag system, whether it's the module, the seatbelts, or the airbags, we want to go ahead and disconnect the power to the car. So here we have the battery. Let's go ahead and start with the negative side first and then the positive. So here at MyAirbags.com, we provide service to all 50 states. However, on this car, we have a local area customer that came in. He actually bought the car on an auction. He got the seatbelts rebuilt here with us already. He also had the airbags replaced. And the last step that he forgot to do was to reset the module. Now we're gonna go ahead and show you where the module is, how to take it out safely. And basically you want to do the same steps in reverse when you're putting it back in. We have the battery disconnected already, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in with the module. If you need an airbag module reset on a Chevy or any other makes, models, or years, we can go ahead and reset that for you. All you got to do is go to MyAirbags.com, select your year, make, and model. And we can also do the seatbelts for you. We can get them professionally rebuilt so where they will work again in another accident event. They will work again just as designed. So let's go ahead and get this module removed. Let's get it reset and we're gonna put it right back in the car. And if everything else is replaced properly, the light will go right out since there will be no longer any collision code stored in the module. We're here at the front passenger side footwell and you'll need a little flathead screwdriver or something to pry. Get right here under this panel, pop this up, and then right over here you'll see a screw. We're using a 7mm. And then this piece up here, you just go ahead and pop it right up. Now this whole panel can be popped right off. It's held in by a few clips, and just go ahead and get some leverage behind it. Now the back side could be a little tricky, but go ahead and grab the front, pull out, and then use your other arm to go ahead and get underneath and pop it from the back. Now up here we have an air vent. We don't need to completely remove it, but we do need to loosen it up. Now here, this side, it's like a little mounting bracket that goes and mounts into a screw here, and we can go ahead and just remove it. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat the same steps here on the driver's side. Now right underneath this air vent, you can see the module, and it's right here. It's right behind these two wire harnesses. Now at this point, we want to go ahead and make sure there's no battery power going into the car. We do not want this module powered up while we are removing or handling it. And then the second step is to go ahead and remove the plug harnesses first, and then the bolts holding down the module. Same thing goes for when you're installing it. Bolt down the module first, nice and secure, all 3 bolts, and then the wire harnesses, and then go ahead and you can apply battery power to the vehicle. And here we have 2 plugs for the airbag module. This little red piece here slides right out, and then this lever is now unlocked. And then same on the other side. Now on this module we have 3 bolts. There's going to be 2 on this side towards the driver's side, and then 1 in the back towards the passenger side front seat. And here we're using a 10mm socket. You may need to use an extended version to get all the way down. So here we have the module. This is what it will look like once it's outside of the original position. It's a black plastic box. Those are the 2 plugs that we removed. We actually went ahead and reset this module already. We cleared it of all collision codes. At the dealership, they'll tell you have to buy a brand new one simply because they're more interested in selling you a brand new one. Costs around $600, $800. Here at MyAirbags.com, we can reset that for a fraction of the cost. Now, if you're not a local area customer next to one of our offices, you can actually go ahead and ship it in. Most of our customers are actually outside of our state, so we actually receive a lot of business from collision shops, body shops, and people who just flip cars as a hobby. You can go ahead and ship it to us. Just go to MyAirbags.com to start your order. We can also rebuild your seatbelts. After an accident, the seatbelt will lock up. It will throw a code into the module telling us that the seatbelts are deployed. And once you rebuild or replace your seatbelts and replace your airbags and anything else that might have gone wrong during the accident, all the components need to be replaced. And then the final thing is to get the module reset. You can send in the module along with the seatbelts. And again, if you're not a local area customer next to one of our offices, you can always just ship in your module and seatbelts. We can get it turned around within 24 hours, meaning if we get it Monday, we'll ship it out Tuesday. Now, the most important thing before we put this module in is just to reiterate, there's no battery power going into the car. And the first thing we want to do is bolt the module down first, and then plug it in, and then go ahead and reapply your battery power to the car.